A lot of line shuffling in the bottom six lately, and maybe there's just me just rethinking. But do you think the Leafs are quietly setting the table potentially for like an Engvall or a Kerfoot going out the door to free up some money if they have to do something substantial here?
Yes, I do think that's a possibility. The one thing I think about Dubas is he will do things like that. I don't think he's afraid of things like that. The one thing about Kerfoot in particular, and I have been told this several times, that don't forget that Keefe really trusts him. Keefe really trusts Kerfoot. I'm freaked out by my picture being up in two of these sides of the screens here. I'm completely mesmerized by it. But like, and right now, as you showed, he's on the fourth line. And what I think, this is my opinion, but I know that Keefe really trusts Kerfoot. I know that he hasn't scored as much as everybody would have hoped, but if you watch him, he gets put out in situations that you don't get put out in unless the coach believes you can do a job. And I think that I know the organization listens to Keefe on this kind of thing. They do trust their coach. They trust his opinion. My belief is before they move on for Kerfoot, they have to convince Keefe that there are other options. I think they'd like Holmberg to be one of those guys. They were really hoping that Holmberg would be a player this year. Even though his faceoffs are a little bit of a struggle, he's showing that he's going to be something. But in Kerfoot's case in particular, I think they're going to have to convince Keefe that he can't do the job, or someone can do the job better.